Hey guys, today I want to show you my one favorite stretch. The reason why it's my favorite stretch is because a lot of people that see me are like, I'm so busy, all I have is 2 minutes or 3 minutes at the end of the day to do one of these rehab exercises, and they don't have time for the 6 or 7 or 8 things I'd like them to do. So what I like about this stretch is it hits everything in one shot, not to the same effectiveness if you were going to do all of them together, but if you're going to just choose one, you'd want to do something that's going to counter this type of position. So you would want to hit all the muscles that get shortened after a 10-hour workday or a 40-hour work week. So we're looking at like the pec minor being shortened, the lats get shortened, your thoracic cage gets stiff, your thoracic spine, so your upper back gets stiff, your low back and your hips. So if you spend 1 minute per side doing this stretch, so a total of 2 minutes a day, you're going to do a pretty good job at least hitting the bare minimum of what you should be doing to help to counter your posture. So if you have 2 more minutes, stay tuned and make this your one stretch every day. So I'm going to show you guys 3 ways of doing it with just slight progressions throughout. What you start by doing is lying on your side. So the easiest way to start with this is to bring both your knees up together towards your chest, as close to your chest as you can. If you leave them down here, you're just going to get a lot of twisting in your low back. To protect your low back, you're going to bring your knees up together, you're going to pin your knees down, and then you're going to start turning up and away with your arm up in the air, 145 degrees. You can do some down here, you can do some over here, but where you get the pec minors, when you get that arm up this way. Now you don't need a pillow. I usually don't use a pillow, but a lot of people do have a lot of forward head posture, where when they do this, their head is hanging like this, which is counterproductive. So for those people, if you feel like your neck is hanging, then use a pillow and then turn away. And then you spend a minute like this. Now when you're here for the minute, you gotta breathe through your stomach or your diaphragm. And you'll notice every breath out, you're gonna turn further and further and further. And the goal is to get your arm almost flush or parallel with the floor, okay? If you find that not that difficult, the progression is to bring only one leg up nice and high. If you can tangle that other leg up on top to pin it down. Kind of feels like a pretzel position. And then you pin it down again, and now the rotation becomes a little bit more aggressive. And then you breathe, spending your full minute like this. You have the option of going back and forth. If you find that's a lot to handle, just go back and forth and reach. Breathe out. And then what I like to do as the last progression is you can add a little bit of weight. Now you don't add any weight in your arm or your hand if you have a shoulder problem or if you feel pain in the shoulder. But if you don't, you're gonna get a little bit more relief with this. And you spend your full minute like this, and then you can switch it, do the same thing on the other side. Now the common mistakes with this is that people leave their legs too far down. So you gotta really jack them up as high up as you can. And the other common mistake is that people put their arm down here. That you can do some of it here, but I want the majority of it to be up here. After doing this for a few weeks, if you started like this, you should see how I've seen people this tight, and then over time it'll just sink down and down as the pec minor lengthens, and then just helps with your overall posture. Make sure the other things that your head turns with it. A lot of people are doing this as well. Now you're twisting and counter rotating your C-spine, and your thoracic spine is going in one way, your neck is going in the other. Everything should be going together. There you go. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is your gentle reminder that if you haven't done your stretches yet today, right now is a perfect time, and you might as well do it while watching one of these 2 videos. If you have any questions with any of the content you just watched, comment below. I'll do my best to get back to you guys, and thanks for watching.